Alright everybody, we are here getting ready for a live cooking demo. We are doing a sausage and potato Irish dish. Super excited to start our Irish cuisine here in March. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. We have 3 main ingredients, a seasoning and some oil. So this is a great dish for picky eaters. Potatoes are versatile, they're simple, their texture is simple. You can do a lot with them. And so in our community we are doing a potato passport challenge, which encourages parents to make potatoes 4 different ways. So if that is something of interest to you, make sure you guys check that out. I'll attach the passport below, the link to that below as well. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to slice our potatoes. So you're supposed to use baby potatoes, but we're just going to use regular potatoes, and we're just going to quarter them. Actually cut them into like little pieces and just go ahead and put them around on the pan. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cut these again. We want all of our potatoes evenly cooked so that they get done in the same amounts of time. That is the trick to a sheet pan meal. So we have our potatoes first, and then we quarter them. And then honestly, I just like cutting them in thirds. Again, bigger potatoes require a little bit more cuts, whereas smaller potatoes, this depends on your potato. I did wash and scrub these, so if you don't have a potato scrubber, a scrubber of some sort to scrub the skins. Because these potatoes especially, you want to cook them with the skins on. It gives them more flavor and better nutrition value. I like using a chef's knife for all my vegetables. Easy. One knife makes it all easy tools, easy dishes, right? So you can notice I'm only using 2 dishes here. Again, super easy. Sheet pan meals are easy to make, especially for busy families. Then we know what type of sheet meals you enjoy. Alright, so we have our potatoes all ready. We're going to go ahead and now our carrots, we're going to cut these a little bit differently. We're going to cut these like carrot sticks. So we're going to carefully, because carrots have a bend in them. If they're longer carrots, you can cut them in half first. But we're just going to keep them and just keep them cut simply just like that and throw them on the pan. If you want to make them shorter, you can. Again, carrots are nice and easy, versatile, and a great food to introduce for picky eaters as well. And they're highly nutritious. And if you want to make homemade carrot sticks instead of buying homemade carrot sticks at the grocery store for kids' lunches, guys, this is how you would do it. Super easy and super simple. And we are starting with our vegetables first because our vegetables are going to take the longest to cook on the pan. And then we're going to top our sausage on top. This is a 3-pound pack. We're not going to use all 3 pounds of the kielbasa, but because this is already cooked, so this is a really nice, easy dish to make. Especially, you can make this ahead of time. Put it in the refrigerator and just throw it in the oven. Little pieces, just so it's easier to cook. But again, this is already cooked, so we're basically just roasting the vegetables with this dish. And then you're going to have dinner done in about 25 minutes, as long as until all the vegetables are nice and tender. So we're feeding about 6 people. If you want to cut the ends off and disclose the ends, you can, but I'm not. I'm just going to let them cook. And we're just going to go ahead. Again, the trick here for sheet pan meals is to make sure that everything is about the same size, so it all cooks nice and evenly. I'm going to cut these a little bit smaller as well. If you wanted to, you could always cut these a long way as well, like that, so that there is a flat and they're not so rounded. But we're just honestly going to fill this pan up with the kielbasa. You're going to preheat the oven to about 425. Again, this is a great meal for picky eaters and busy families. For picky eating, if you wanted to, you could separate this, so you could put the potatoes on one side, break it up into thirds, your potato, your vegetable, and your protein. It's because especially with picky eaters, your proteins might be a little hard to take in. Especially kielbasa or sausage, because it's mixed with so many different things. It's not just necessarily one flavor or one seasoning in there, right? We're going to go ahead and put a little bit more kielbasa on here. It's just going to be a very filling dish. Alright, I think that looks good. I really do. It's nice and I feel like it's nice and even. To help prevent burning or like the vegetables from getting a little overdone, we are going to a little bit sprinkle some oil on. So you could use any type of oil you want. You can also use cooking spray. You probably should have done it on the bottom, to be honest with you, because the starch from the potatoes can get sticky. But that's okay. But the other trick that you're going to want to do is halfway through the cooking process is that you're going to want to kind of mix it up a little bit the best you can without making it spill all over the bottom of your oven. And we're going to just sprinkle a tiny bit of seasoning salt. If you have a picky eater, you can stick to salt, pepper, the basics. But this just gives the vegetables a little bit extra flavor. Yeah, you don't need a lot with the oil. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use our hands and just kind of mix it all up so that the seasoning is spread throughout the dish. And I want to try and get those vegetables kind of on top because those are they're the ones that need to get cooked more so than the kielbasa, right? But we also want to make sure we get that seasoning salt all spread out through the dish as well. You'll make sure it's nice and even. And it's all about even cooking so everything gets done. And guys, that is it. Super easy, super simple. And what's nice about this dish too is for your picky eaters is that you can always just pick out the potatoes. You can just pick out the carrots or the meat or whatever. You could do this with a chicken if you want to do like chicken strips, cut up a chicken breast and do strips. You could probably do this with a beef as well, cut up like a beef strips, cut up a steak into strips. You can have fun with this dish. This is, again, super easy. This is a typical sheet pan meal. Again, this is an Irish dish or version of an Irish dish called sausage and potatoes. I hope you guys enjoyed this cooking video. Make sure you guys check out the Potato Passport. And if you guys have, follow me, subscribe for more fun Irish dishes.